Yes, alrighty, what's up everybody? My peeps, what's going on my peeps, you sexy bitches? It is I, your treble god of extreme, Peter Joseph here for another video. On this Saturday night, September the 28th, 2024, thank you for watching right here on the Peter Joseph YouTube Wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Joseph. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down there inside of my pants, otherwise known as the description marks below. On this channel and my other channels as well, show your love and support, leave a comment on the video if you want, but if you leave stupid comments, bye-bye, so long, farewell. You get sent to the shadow realm where Satan will eat your soul. And he will, trust me, he will. And as always, share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget to tap and slap that goddamn bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. Because if you miss anything, well, you're pretty much SOL. And you know what that means? And if you don't know what it means, please look it up. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you wish. And we'll see what happens with all that. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to put on my TV because Collision's coming on in at the top of the hour, and well, hopefully I can watch it. But right now, my satellite, the rich man's dish, going on and off because of the fucking wind. Because we're getting kind of the backside of Hurricane Helene, which is now pretty much destroyed everywhere in North Florida, Tallahassee, Georgia, the Carolinas areas, Tennessee, and a little bit of Kentucky, and St. Louis. Now it's kind of meandering around that area. Lots more destruction, and now it's constant flooding in the areas that got hit. And we got a little bit of rain today. Now it's windy as balls. A little bit of tropical depression-like winds, like gusty winds, 30 miles an hour. So knocked out my satellite for the time being, but hopefully it'll come back by the time Collision comes on. If not, then I'll have to rewatch it. I doubt I'll even have it on DVR, but so I do DVR it just in case I'm out. But usually when I'm home, I watch it live. Or with tape, whatever. But yeah, tonight's tape from Arthur Ashe Hall Stadium in Queens, New York City. Grand Slam Collision. It should be a good show. Lots of good matches tonight. And we'll see what happens tonight as we are pretty much 2 weeks from tonight is AEW Wrestle Dream 2. From Tacoma, Washington at the Tokyo. Woohoo! At the Tacoma Dome. Well, it's the same kind of thing, right? But let's see what happens with that, and we'll move on from there. I don't want to stream the channel. I want to get off the channel so I can go on my other channels. That's what I wanted to do. Can I even get on the channel? No, I cannot. That's what sucks about satellite TV. When it rains really bad or it snows really bad, depending on where you had the satellite, because it's usually on your roof, the signal gets all messed up because of the weather, and then the wind is even worse. And if you have a power outage. But you know, it's been pretty much on and off, like, the last couple of hours. But hopefully, in like the next 45 minutes, when Collision goes on, I'll have it on. If I can watch it on stream too for free, so. But I like to watch it live on the TV, so I don't have internet problems. Usually, well, I don't have much internet problems, but you know. But it is what it is. But yeah, we got Collision coming up in a little bit. All right, so that's that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're brand new here, by the way, thank you for watching. If you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, stick that thumb straight up everybody else that doesn't like it, ass, that's where it belongs, and then stick it down their throat till they, and they choke and pretty much cease to exist. But, no. You like it? Great! Hit that like button. You don't? Get out of here. And that's pretty much it. But, like I said, if you're new here, welcome to the party, pal! We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, put your feet up, grab a cold one like this one, and enjoy the show. And that's pretty much it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I got a few videos coming your way tonight, hopefully, if I don't fall asleep. I've been so fucking tired, pretty much all day. There we go. You know, it's going to be probably on and off all night, because I think it's supposed to be windy. There it goes again. It's just the gusty winds that knocks out the freaking satellite, which pisses me off. I'm still kind of in hurricane season. We're not getting a hurricane, but it's just windy as balls right now. Axel Shaw. But yeah. We get that. Alright, so I hope everybody had a great Saturday. The final full weekend of September. We begin October on Tuesday. It's going to be an epic month of wrestling action. And we'll see what happens with that. Mets are about to start Game 2 of their final series of the season in Milwaukee, which means the good land. So, see how bad the umpires fucked the Mets over tonight. David Peterson on the mound tonight. Mets need a win in the worst way right now because they are pretty much in a dead tie for the second wild card. Because Atlanta is tied with the Mets. Mets have, I think they have the tiebreaker with the Braves right now. I could be wrong, but they do have the tiebreaker with the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks are playing the Padres tonight and tomorrow. So you have to be a Padres fan this weekend. As much as I'd like to be a Kansas City Royals fan because Seth Lugo's picture tonight in Atlanta. So, can you do us a solid? Please? I like for Atlanta to lose tonight. I like for the Padres to win tonight. Mets gotta win at least 2, maybe 3, maybe all of them. Maybe all of them to somehow sneak into the playoffs. But we'll see. At what seed? Don't know. Probably be either 5th or the 6th seed. So we have to see between tonight and pretty much maybe tomorrow. Because all the games are at 3 o'clock in the Eastern time zone. I think the West Coast is at begin at 4 o'clock Eastern. So tomorrow is the final official day of the season, but the Mets have an extra day on Monday where they go back to Atlanta for a doubleheader. It could make or break the season. We don't know right now. Braves could get in as a number 5 seed. Mets could be the number 6 seed. They could be out. Who knows? But it's as we call the business, squeaky bum time. If you don't know what squeaky bum time means, it means put your hands on your ass. Basically, sit. Put your ass on your hands. That's why it's called squeaky bum. It's an English term, I think. I don't know. I don't know where it actually came from, but back in my day, back in my college radio days, we used to call it squeaky bum time when the Mets or the Cyclones, when I was doing the Cyclones games, we were getting it's down to nitty gritty time for the playoffs and stuff like that. Squeaky bum time. Okay, and I still remember the guy who kind of coined that. Don't talk to him much, but he's a lucky kind of guy. Not because he's lucky, because that's his name. Anyway, big ups to him. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, before we get to Collision, right now, we got a 2... I didn't even get the 2-fer in there. Because I've been so preoccupied. But, anyway. So preoccupied with other things today. I had to go shopping. I was pretty much doing other things like errands, because I have a fucking life. Editing in a little bit. It's like my job. So basically, living my goddamn life, unlike certain people I know, but we got that. But anyway, now I got my, I had to get my notes, my other notes. I forgot to load the, load up my, my Rampage notes. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't usually do this, but I've done it before on the channel. It is time for your late and out-of-date AEW Dynamite and AEW Rampage reviews for this past Wednesday night, September the 25th? Yes, September the 25th, 2024, from Arthur Ashe Hall Stadium in New York City, Queens, New York, right outside Citi Field. And we'll see what happens with all that. Alright, so Grand Slam, the party of the summer, no pun intended with SummerSlam, but the big one where lots of things happen. We're on the road to Wrestle Dream. Yeah, we're on the road to Wrestle Dream 2 weeks from tonight, but lots of things happen on Wednesday night. Let's get into it. Let's not waste any time. The big one of the night was Nigel McGuinness, me love, taking on his arch nemesis. And this is 15 years in the making since Ring of Honor 2000, Final Battle 2009, which I was at, front row, because I'm a VIP, very important Peter. And you can watch it for yourself. You have the DVD. And that's pretty much it. So we had Bryan Danielson, yes! And Nigel, I think this is their fourth official match altogether. I could be wrong on that, but that was the main focus of the show. There was lots of other things going on. We had the beautiful Mariah May, the glamorous one, Mariah May, taking on Yuka Sakazaki, or Yuna from Final Fantasy X. So, for the AEW Women's World Championship, and we had a lot more action, and that's that. Well, let's get to the action, my friends. As always, our commentary team, this week, a little bit different. We had the man behind the mask, Excalibur, the biggest Met fan I know, and he loves being in that area of Queens. Taz! Red Hook brother. We had Taz, my good buddy Tony Baloney Schiavone, and the legend, the GOAT of all commentators, back on Jim Ross, Tony Schiavone. It's Saturday night, Tony Schiavone on TBS. Back God almighty, Stone Cold Tony Schiavone. Got a strong rocker. Okay, calm down, KO. Alright, so we got that. Also, we had a lot more matches. Let's get to it. Alright, so we start off, this should have been the main event, but we started off with Nigel and Daniel Bryan, Bryan Danielson. People still call him Daniel Bryan. Yeah, I'm looking at my TV. It's going in and out. With the fucking wind. It's not even raining. So, man, my TV was good for a little bit, and then it started raining a little bit around 12, and it's pretty much been in and out. But, it's what happens. It's what happens. What are you gonna do? I would get regular cable, but a lot of money. I pay a good fee for this. Good price every month. I don't have to pay a lot for my muffler. But anyway, back to Danielson and Nigel. This is non-title match, not for the belt, which should have been for the belt. And then we didn't know if Danielson was going to even be cleared to wrestle. So Nigel comes out, and then we hear Flight of the Valkyries, the old school Bryan Danielson theme. And he doesn't come out at first, and then Nigel's like, alright, he's a coward. He's not coming out, and he wants the referee, I think it was Paul Turner, to basically count him out. So he starts counting, and then we hear the epic music of "It's the Final Countdown!" So he comes out, Bryan Danielson comes out. The fans are singing a song because that's what we do. And we're gonna get it. We're gonna get this match, and it was not as great as the 2009 one, but this was pretty damn good. Lots of technical wrestling, back and forth. They went. Danielson tried to get the label lock. Nigel got the ropes. This ain't a pure wrestling match. And they fought over the pure title a couple times. Alright, go to the outside. Nigel sends him into the ring steps. Ow! And then rams his arm into the ring post. Ow, ow! And then they get back in. And then Nigel hits the London Dungeon, which is a seated armbar. Ouch. Stays on the arm. And then he takes Danielson into the corner. And that gets cut off with the running knee, not the psycho knee. But Danielson hits that. Nigel is back with his handstand in the corner. Then a flip away lets Nigel hit a standing clothesline for a near fall. And then Danielson with a moonsaults over him in the corner. And then Nigel hits the rebound lariat, lariato, for a 1 count, surprisingly. To get back up, and we got a hammerlock lariat, gives Nigel a near fall. Danielson kicks out of the London Dungeon again. And then they go to the corner. Nigel hits the Tower of London. Thought he was about to win, but Danielson kicked out at 2. And then Nigel locks in the London Dungeon again. That gets broken up. And we get a double down to get back up. Nigel hits 1 mean clothesline for a near fall. And then Nigel, but his arm is down in the label lock, and Danielson starts cranking away on the label lock, and then we can see Nigel like, ah! He's screaming in pain. Then we see him mouth, "Thank you." I know he said "fuck you." A lot of people say he said "fuck you," but he said "thank you," and then McGuinness just tapped right out. So, Danielson, like he did in 2009, at Final Battle 2009, in the final countdown, he beats Nigel, and who knows what Nigel's going to do now. Probably back to commentary. You have to hear it tonight. Probably hear it tonight from, if he's on commentary tonight, with Tony Baloney. But, great match. Finally, we see this 15 years later. Not the result that Nigel wanted, but still. Great match. 3.5 out of 5 stars. Not, like I said, not like their last match in 2009, but the first one they had at the Hammerstein, inside the Hammerstein, not the second one, which was with the third one, actually. The third one was in the Grand Ballroom in 2009, but the first one in the Hammerstein, so good. I forgot what year that was, but that match was crazy good. But Nigel's busted wide open. I think Bryan got busted open too. Crazy. But will we see this one again? Probably not. Because I think Danielson's going to be retiring. So, well, at least we got it, thank God. Now, if we could have got one with Morishima, the man that Danielson does not want to face, because freaking Morishima almost took his eye out. Ugh. Ugh. I have nightmares of those matches they had, where Morishima just whipped Danielson's ass, and legitimately almost knocked his eye out of his fucking socket. Danielson had looked like One-Eyed Willie almost. But we get that. Alright, like I said, 3.5 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, and then after the match, we have Christian! Christian Cage comes out without the rest of his crew. He teases cashing in the contract for the AEW World Title, but then we see he's about to sign it, and then Kip Sabian, of all people, comes from behind. He's like, "Give me that pen!" Steals the pen. Christian runs off after him, but then he runs right into Claudio and Pac, the bastard. That's kind of like, what are you guys doing here? Thought we're on the same side here. I don't know. That was kind of interesting. So we got that. Alright, moving on. But Nigel and Bryan was great. That's that. Alright, match number 2 for the FTW title. We have Donnie! Roger Strong along with I'm Matt Taven. If no one like Matt Taven, you're Melvin. And his tag team partner, man who punches people in the dick and gives him a pile driver. That is Michael Canales Bennett. So there they are, the Undisputed Kingdom. So Roddy's going to take on the champ. And he sends for the man! Hook! Yeah, you, get in here! With your dirty haircut, get in here. Hook, ladies and gentlemen, the FTW World Heavyweight, well, FTW, not the World Heavyweight Champion, FTW Champion, defending the belt against Roddy. Wasn't a bad match. They go to the outside to start. FTW rules, of course, which means anything goes. Roddy grabs a kendo stick. Hook takes that away and uses it on every member of the kingdom, the Undisputed Kingdom. And then a Russian leg sweep with the stick. Hey, that's a Sandman move. Sends Roddy into the barricade. Ow! And then Taven and Mike Bennett distracted Hook, which lets Roddy send him flying into the ring post. Ow! As we go to break. Come back. Hook throws Roddy around with a bunch of suplexes, including a Northern Lights suplex out of the corner for a near fall. Roddy gets in the shot of his own, and then wedges a chair in the corner. And then Hook goes head first into the chair. Ow! Then a swinging belly-to-back face plant. Nice. Gives Roddy another near fall. Hook comes back, sends Roddy through some chairs. Ouch. But Roddy comes right back up with a gutbuster onto the open chair. Ow! But somehow Hook pulled him right into the Kata Hajime, the Red Rum, and Roddy tapped out in 9 minutes. So, once again, still your reigning, defending FTW champion, Hook. And that's pretty much it. Alright, match was okay. 2.5 out of 5 stars. After the match, Roddy and Mike Bennett and even Matt Taven, they get up, look like they're about to fight again or attack Hook, but they actually show some respect to Hook. Hey, we got a code of honor. What? That's something you rarely see. Especially from Roddy these days. Well, now, but back in the day he used to do that. So they leave. You know, Roddy's like, alright, you beat me. I'm out of here. So they leave. And then, Tony Baloney gets in the ring. I guess an after-match promo. And Hook tells Tony Baloney, and said, thank you, Tony. Thanks to fans who have supported the FTW title. Then he goes outside, goes right to his dad, his legit dad, not like dumb, but, He goes over to his dad, Taz. He gives his dad the belt and officially retires the belt. I'm like, thank the Lord. Get that fucking piece of tin out of here because it's not even a belt. So gives it to Taz. Taz is crying like a little bitch. And that's it. The belt is now retired with Taz. I hope he never brings it back. Not that we had any great champions besides Ricky Starks. That's another story. I mean, we had, Hook was the champion, I think, twice. Jericho, measly 100 and some odd day reign. Brian Cage was the first one, was basically handed the belt, and then Ricky Starks beat him, I believe. Ricky held it for a while, and then Ricky lost the Hook. Hook lost it to Jericho, got it back from Jericho, and now retired the belt. So there's only been 4 champions? Yeah, I think it's been 4 FTW champions. That shows you how much the belt really didn't. Nobody cared for the damn belt. That's why AEW never really recognized it as a belt. It's a piece of tin, as Shane Douglas would say. That piece of tin, the franchise. You know. Good. Less belts in wrestling. Thank God, 1 belt is gone. Now we have 27 more belts in AEW. Fucking shit. Get it out of here. Take the Ring of Honor Pure title with you, because that's barely defended now, even though it's better champion than a guy named William Yuta held that belt. Just saying. Just saying. Alright, so 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. Alright, match number 3. This match was the match of the night. Tag team title match. We have the Corporate Bucks. Matthew and Nicholas Jackson taking on United Empire of Kyle Fletcher and the AEW Intercontinental Champion, the man himself, Will Oceanspray. Reach for the sky, whoa! So, United Empire for one night only returns. Don Callis at ringside on commentary. This match was crazy as shit. As the great man, you up there, Jay Briscoe, reach for the sky, boy. Alright, this match was crazy good. It was just amazing. Back and forth they went. I'm not gonna go into all of it. So Ospreay uses Fletcher as a step up for a moonsault, and then sets up stereo moonsaults to take out the champs on the floor. As we go to break, come back. Oceanspray comes in with a phenomenal forearm. AJ Styles. Bam! The mat sets up a double Pele kick, another AJ move. Then a standing Sky Twister, whatever that is. Sky Twister press for a near fall on Matt. Oceanspray gets caught in the flipping splash into a sit-up powerbomb for a near fall. Bucks go for the EVP trigger. Gets counted into a double Os Cutter. Bang! For a very delayed near fall before Matt gets back up with an X Factor on Oceanspray. And then Kyle Fletcher hits a 450 on Matt, but Nick drops Kyle for the quadruple for everybody down. The crowd's going completely berserk. Bucks get back up and hit the TK driver, or the Meltzer driver, the Indie Taker, whatever you want to call it, on the apron. Ow! But Fletcher somehow beat the count. Back in. We go to another break. Come back. Oceanspray cuts off another TK driver attempt. And they set up stereo Styles clashes. And looked like they were about to win the belts, but the Buck kicked out of too. And then Oceanspray hits the Stormbreaker for an air fall on Matt. Nick makes the save. Kyle gets up and comes in and cleans house. Goes for the Tombstone. It gets cut off by a super kick. But another TK driver gets cut off with an Oz Cutter. And then a third try at the TK driver. This time it hits. United Empire hit their version of the TK driver on Matt for a near fall. And then he hit Corey Aldis, about to win the belts, because that's their finishing move, for another near fall. Then a super Blade Buster, made famous by a guy named Generico. Where is that guy named Generico? Oh, that's right. He's exiled to Mexico. Because he stole orphans there, and now he's in jail. Poor you, Generico. Now there's some guy named Sami Zayn running around thinking he's Generico. We get that. Alright, moving on. Alright, Nick makes a save on that. Kyle sends Matt to the outside for a flippy dippity-doo into the ring steps. Ow. Don Callis then gives Kyle the screwdriver. He's done that before, especially with Ospreay too. Fletcher's like, I'm gonna do it, and Ospreay's like, no, we don't do that. We'll get DQ'd. We're not gonna win the belts that way. So Ospreay takes it away, gives it to the referee. I think it was Rick Knox. And then Ocean Spray starts yelling at Don Callis, what are you doing, Bluff? Bluff, what are you doing, Bluff? And so he yells at Don Callis, then he yells at his partner, like, what are you doing? And then Matt gets in a belt shot right to the head, and then another one from Nick knocks Fletcher right the fuck out into a roll-up, but somehow Kyle got out at 2. But that was it. He should have stayed down because the Bucks picked Kyle up, hit the EVP trigger. 1, 2, 3. The Bucks retain the belts in exactly 19.5 minutes. But great match. 3.5. No, take that back. 4.25 out of 5 stars. Amazing match. And that's pretty much it. Moving on. Alright, then we got the conglomeration of Kyle O'Reilly, Auto Parts, the Ring of Honor World Champion, the Funky Chicken himself, Mark Briscoe. I believe Hologram was there. For some odd reason. So they welcome Rocky Romero, let's say. To the team. How many more members do you guys need? You got Orange Cassidy there too. You got Willow Nightingale. Hologram is, I guess, now in the group. Now Rocky Romero is in the group. So anyway, and so they're getting ready for a 6-man tag team match with the Learning Tree tonight on Collision, if I can watch it. But anyway, so Kyle's like, hey Mark, what's the word of the day? And the word of the day is vociferous, which is what the crowd will be now and on Collision. So if you don't know what vociferous means, look it up. I think it means wild. Or just silent. But we get that. Alright, so I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to the shock of the, surprise of the night, actually. We go to my good buddy, Brooklyn's own Prince Nana of the Embassy. Well, doesn't run the Embassy anymore, but Prince Nana. Go, please buy his coffee. Just look it up on Google, Prince Nana coffee. Buy a bag, tell him I sent you. He'll thank me for it. Anyway, so Prince Nana comes out, swerved and swerve. So he comes out and talks to Tony Baloney, who, so he gives an update on Swerve. So Nana says that Swerve is fighting hard to come back, but it's not medically clear to compete yet. And then we hear somebody's voice. I'm like, who the hell is this guy? Who's talking? Who's talking and interrupting my boy Nana? And then we see MVP. Oh shit! Montez Porter, basically. Montez Vontavious Porter. You remember that one? Oh, Cohen! You know, that guy. He comes out, interrupts, and says that Swerve is the most phenomenal talent to ever set foot in an AEW ring. And then MVP lists all the people Swerve has defeated, like Danielson, Joe, people like that. And so MVP's like, impressive. She's rather impressed with that. Then he saw Swerve lose to Bryan Danielson and Hangman Page. So everybody's smiling, we're dancing, why are we doing this? So MVP blames Nana for what's been happening with Swerve. He lost the belt. Hangman burned down Swerve's childhood house. So he's like, hey, if Swerve ever wants a real manager, tell him to call me. Gives Nana his business card. And said, we'll talk some business. Oh, he said business. So the Hurt Business is coming to AEW. We're not going to be called that because of trademark. So they're going to be called the Hurt Syndicate. So, is that, well, we talk about Bobby Lashley possibly coming into AEW. Shelton Benjamin might be coming into AEW as well. So, you put Swerve in there. Oh, that's a mean stable. That's a mean, good stable. And there was a picture of a guy that'll be coming back pretty soon, Powerhouse Will Hobbs. Now, does he come back and join the Don Callis family? Or does he say, fuck you guys, and gets with MVP later on? I think that might happen. That'd be a great stable. But we'll see what happens with all that. Hopefully I get fucking, it's not even windy. I can't even hear the wind. I can't even see outside, but hopefully I get some, I have internet. That's a good thing, but bad thing is I don't have, oh, there it goes. Hello! Sometimes all you need is to reset. But how long I'm going to have this, I don't know. It looks like it's freaking digitizing. I might be on the stream, which is not good. I don't even know where I was even on. Yeah, I had to be on stream. I had to be on stream. I'll be streaming of that channel. I hate the wind. So I guess I'm probably not gonna watch Collision live, so I have to watch it on replay. Oh well. So for all the people that follow me on Twitter when I live tweet, sometimes I live tweet, sometimes I don't live tweet. I'll do it after, but I might be doing it after. So unless I get the signal back in the next 15 minutes, but we'll see what happens with that. But I'll put on screen, which doesn't really do anything. But hey, my cousin Vinny's on. 2 Utes. What the hell is a Ute? I'll tell you what a Ute is. What? Wait a minute. Oh, it's like, wait a minute. I know I had the channel. But anyway. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. But, alright, not going to be worried about Collision. I'll watch it later. Alright, so, yeah, MVP made his AEW debut. He is now All Elite. And we'll see what happens with him tonight, may probably be next week, on the 5th anniversary show. We get that. Alright, then we have a really weird video where we see a car going over the Williamsburg Bridge going into Queens, and it's Jack Perry in his scapegoat van driving to Arthur Ashe Hall Stadium. So we're going to see him on Collision tonight in an open challenge for the TNT title. I wonder who's going to come out and face him. I think it's a guy we all know. I think I gave it away. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, after that, we go to the women's title, the AEW women's title, with the beautiful Mariah May. Taking on Yuna from Final Fantasy X, Yuka Sakazaki. Ta-ta! Alright. So, it's also with Yuna, or Yuka, excuse me, I'll say Yuka. Her name is Yuka. She lives on the 3rd floor. This one says from Luca. Anyway, so Yuka dives on the Mariah May during her epic entrance. And then we get a 619 on the apron, has Mariah down. They get in the ring, the bell officially rings, the match starts. Yuka gets a near fall out of that, all that. And then Mariah sends her outside for a running drop kick. Then a Mariah go round, spinning side slam back inside the ring. Yuka comes back, manages a choke in the corner, followed by some spinning roll-ups for near falls. And then, I think Yuka was going for the merry-go-round, and it gets broken up. Mariah hits a very nasty German suplex for a near fall. Yuka comes right back with a Northern Lights bomb, and she could have won the match there. She goes, and then she hits the Magical Girl Splash, which is her finisher. Actually, she goes for it and gets raised knees, and then Mariah gets up, hits the running, kind of almost like a V-trigger on Yuka, knocking her out, then picks her up, boom, Storm Zero, 1, 2, 3, in a little over 6 minutes, Mariah May, still your AEW Women's World Champion. Match was decent, 3 out of 5 stars, and that's it. And then after the match, Mariah May is about to load up a belt shot, but then the resident fun girl, Willow Nightingale, comes out for the save. And then she's checking on Yuka, kind of turns her back. Mariah's about to hit her with the belt. And then we hear the music of, my girl, shake her tatas, Mina Shirakawa. Ooh, I want Mina. She comes out, distracts Willow, and then Mariah hits Willow in the back of the head with the belt, and then runs out, runs up to Mina, grabs her, picks her up, holds her like, if you saw it, And then that's pretty much it. So, Mina is kind of back with Mariah May, but then there was an after segment, not on the show, but after the show there was a segment where the interviewer asked Mariah May about what happened, and then she's talking bad about Yuka and everything, and then Mina's like, I think Mina said, I have to go back to Japan. And Mariah's like, why do you have to go back to Japan? Oh, Mina's like, I have to do something. Nothing. I have to do something in Japan. And then we find out that, she teamed up with Tony Storm in Stardom. Oh, shit. Wait till Mariah finds out about that. Oh, she ain't gonna be happy. So we get that. Alright, moving on. Alright, then we go to, Alright, the main event of Collision. We have John Moxley taking on, hi guys! Hi, it's me, Darby. I just want to let you know that I care for you guys. I will fight and die for you guys. I'm going to climb Mount Everest, and then after I conquer that, I'm going to go into space and I'm going to find your anus. I can't even find mine because it's so fucking dark and emo, just like I am, guys. I live in my car. I come from Seattle. So anyway, Darby versus Moxley for Darby's world title shot. So we have Marina Shafir at ringside. This match was crazy. Darby gets busted open really early on in the match. After, Moxley just, smacked him in the face. Darby's busted wide open. I don't know how. Thing is, whipped hard out to the floor for a very nasty crash, going through the middle rope. Yikes. Darby rakes the back on the floor, like Hulk Hogan brother. Hits a running dropkick, then he gets planted back onto the floor. They get back on the apron where Darby ties the arm into the ring post, which has a hole on the top. And Moxley's trying to get his arm out, and Marina Shafir had to, legitimately get his arm out. That was nasty. Darby hits a big coffin drop off the top to the floor, then sets up a big flippy dibbity-doo, knocking Moxley down. Then a chair is set up, but Marina Shafir gets in Darby's way, as in a cheap shot behind the referee's back. And then Moxley ties the arm around the ring post, reversal fortune, and we go to break. Come back, and Moxley elbows his way out of trouble, but Darby fights back. And then Moxley goes to the floor, has a seat in the chair that was on the floor. Darby drop kicks him out in a big time crash. They get back up. Moxley knocks him again to the floor. And Marina Shafir gets yelled at by Mox. It's like, get over here, do this! And so she does as Moxley says, rips off the floor mats, revealing the tennis area, the tennis court, the concrete. Because it's Arthur Ashe Hall Stadium, of course. So they rip that apart. Moxley tries for the Death Rider on that same floor, but he can avoid a dive to send Darby into the floor. Ow! Then a suplex drop on the ring steps. Moxley gets in, Darby gets in at 9.99999999999 Batman 5. And then Darby somehow gets a quick roller for a near fall. Goes for the coffin drop and goes flying into Moxley's rear naked choke. Darby looks like he's trying to fight out of it. He fought out of it, starts foaming at the mouth, somehow made the rope. And then Mox takes him up top. Darby strikes away, he starts biting him. We're gonna bite her! Bit him in the head. No blood. Sorry. And then Marina Shafir gets on the apron, tries for a distraction. Kind of worked. And Moxley hits a super death driver. Or super death driver. I thought he called this something else. Super Pale Rider, basically. That was sick. I thought he was going to go for a superplex. And then kind of turned it right into the Death Rider. And Moxley goes to the pin. 1, 2, 3. In under 19 minutes, Jon Moxley gets the title shot. And he will be going to Wrestle Dream 2 to face Bryan Danielson for the AEW World title in Danielson's home state of Washington. And that's a great match. 3.25 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, to end the show, we see Bryan Danielson run in a hoodie and has a tie, a necktie. I'm like, wait, this ain't Nexus. When he did that to Justin Roberts is probably having nightmares still about that. So Danielson chokes out Moxley with the necktie, and then Marina Shafir comes in for the save. Starts choking him out, and then Claudio and Pac had to pull Danielson off, and then Private Party, Isaiah Cassidy and Mark Quinn, and Commander, along with Alex Abrahantes, they come out, make the save that it did anything. Moxley's pulled away from the running Busaiku knee. And then Danielson gets on the mic and says, I'm gonna kick your fucking head in at Wrestle Dream. And that's pretty much it. So match is official for Wrestle Dream for the AEW World title. I think Mox might win it. We'll see. For the third time, but we'll see. Yeah. I didn't like Private Party and Commander coming out to help. I was like, why? Why are you coming out with Commander to fend off Moxley and Pac and Claudio after basically Isaiah Cassidy got his hand destroyed by Moxley with the ball-peen hammer? It made no sense to me. Am I ever going to get... I don't even know if I'm going to get the signal back tonight. It's not, I don't even think it's that windy outside. I'm looking at my my weather and still signal loss. So either the signal lost, I don't know. So probably not gonna watch Collision live. Yeah, I can hear it's still kind of windy outside, so hopefully the wind dies down and I can watch Collision. Hopefully when it starts, or maybe a little bit later. We'll see. But anyway, that's it for Collision. And that's that. Alright, now let's get really quick to Rampage, if I can. I'm going to take a little sippy break. Alright, getting the getting the thing loaded up, and I'll be right there. Cheers, everybody. Chug! Alright, so let's get to Collision real quick. Collision was not at Arthur Ashe Hall Stadium. It was emanating from the Mass Mutual Center in Springfield, Mass. This was all taped way in advance. So we got Tony Baloney and Daddy Magic, Matt Maynard. You want to know what makes Daddy Magic's nipples hard? You can ask him on his podcast. So, do that. Alright, so Rampage was meh, nothing great. So with the opening sequence, and we started with a tag team match player. We got Leo Rush and Action Andretti, who came out with the beautiful Layla Gray and Top Flight, Darius and Dante Martin. They take on the House of Black, Malachi Black, and Buddy Matthews, along with Brody King. Decent match, 9-minute match. So with and I'll go into this because I'm not gonna get Collision or anything probably tonight. I'm probably not even gonna have any TV tonight, which sucks. That's what happens when you have the satellite and the wind starts blowing like crazy. God forbid something got knocked off my freaking roof, but it's another thing. If that happens, I have to call Dish and I have to pay money to fix it, which I don't really want to do. Well, it's been working fine, but not right now. Not the last couple of minutes. Actually, I could do this. Scream it and see what happens. Let's see. But it's gonna be on delay because of the internet. I don't know why it does that. It should be live, but you know. At least I get the stream of it, but it's gonna be like 2 minutes late. And it's slow as fuck. So, it is what it is. And I can't even stop the fucking thing. Well, we move on. Alright, so let's get back to House of Black and Leo Rush and Action Andretti. Alright, so where was I? Alright, so Leo Rush and Malachi Black start off. Rouge takes Malachi down, charges into a kick to face, and he's like, alright, you take over. And Action Andretti comes in, starts yelling at Malachi Black, turns around, and is like, fuck you, I'm out of here. Hands it out to Buddy Matthews. More taunting. Has Action Andretti really pissed off. I don't know what happened in this match, but Action Andretti was pissed. Leo Rush comes in and gets knocked to the floor. Get back up. Rouge hits a quick dive, which allows Action Andretti to come back in, and start striking away. And then, Rouge front face locks Malachi Black as the Righteous, which is Dutch and Vincent walking in the back. We go to break, come back. Action Andretti fights out of a 1915 chinlock, sets up stereo cross bodies for a double down, double knockdown, I should say. And we get that, and Rouge comes in, picks up the pace on Buddy Matthews, including hitting a poison Rana. he goes up the final hour, but Action Andretti tags himself in, and then he gets kicked into Leo Rush on the top rope, and then Malachi basically kicks his face right off, hitting the end. This is the end. My only friend. The end. Little doors for you. For that ice. Hey, Princess Smiley Face. This one's for you. From Chief Mojo Rising. Hey-ya, 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 hey-ya. Hey, woman. You're my woman. Okay. Alright, we got that. Alright, so the House of Black get the win. Match was pretty decent, 3 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, Action Andretti starts yelling at Brody King, throws a water bottle at him. Uh-oh, that wasn't nice. So Brody King basically destroys him in the corner with a splash. And he just looks at him like, you fucking idiot. So I don't know what the hell Action Andretti's problem was last night. But it was like, he's like yelling and screaming at the House of Black for some odd reason. They have nothing to do with what happened. Nothing to do. I mean, why? What are you yelling about? Somebody get that man a Snickers. Or something. Anyway, so we start off Collision with the Soraya's rules match. Basically, Saraya can do whatever she wants. Jamie Hayter has to obey the rules. So Saraya comes out. She has signed a new deal with AEW, surprisingly. I thought she was going back to WWE, the way they were treating her. But she re-signed for another year or two. And, yeah, we got that. And now Harley Cameron's coming in. She's facing, we got Saraya and Jamie Hayter. And Harley looking hot, amazingly hot, as always, along with Saraya. Bad-mouthing, Becky! So, Harley's trying to, entice Saraya to throw the first punch, because she can't do any offense until Saraya does something. And then, Jamie basically pushed Harley, and then Saraya freaking smacked her. Uh-oh! So that means Jamie Hayter can do whatever the fuck she wants now, within the rules, of course. But Saraya can do whatever she wants. She can't get DQ'd. So, this is going to be a crazy match. I know Jamie's going to win, probably. We move on. It is what it is. Alright, so we move on. Alright, then we go to the back with Lexi Nair and a returning Anna Jay is back from her tour of Stardom, which she did very well in the tournament. That, what was it, the 5-star tournament? I forgot what it was. But anyway, she's back. Anyway, for those of you who don't remember Anna Jay, she has a fat ass and a mean attitude. Now she's going out with she's going with Jack Perry, lucky guy. Alright, she's back and says that she's not sure where she fits around here in AEW, but she's ready to find out, and that begins right now as she leaves and goes on to face Robin Renegade, who hasn't won a match in her fucking life. And Anna Jay gets the win in a little over 2.5 minutes with a gory bomb. Something you don't see every day as a finisher. So she gets the win. Some new moves here and there. Never saw her win with a gory bomb. She usually wins with the Queen Slayer. So I think she found out a little about herself in Japan. Trained there under the great people in Japan in Stardom. Wrestled a lot of good people there. I think she faced Momo. I could be wrong. But for a lot of people in that tournament, didn't win it obviously. But she found out some new moves. She's back. Got a better attitude. And hopefully, Tony Khan will push her somewhere. Not out the door, but we'll see. And we get that. Alright, after that, what we're going to see on Wednesday Night Dynamite, we're going to sit down an interview with Will Oceanspray and and Ricochet is arguing over their previous matches that they've had. I think they only had one. But anyway, you see that on the AEW YouTube page. I thought it was going to be Wednesday night, but we see it on YouTube. So if you want to see it, do that. Oh my gosh, Harley Cameron is just on top of Jamie Hayter, choking her out. Oh, you can do that to me any night, any time of the week, baby. Danny L choking me out like that while I'm fucking her in the ass. Ooh. Anyway, yeah, she's like riding my dick and she's like choking me at the same time. I'm like, fuck. Or I could reverse that, but it is what it is. Doink! Alright, so we get that. Alright, we're moving on. Alright, match number 3, we have, Take a Shitta, Konnichiwa, bud, what's up? So we have Take a Shitta, or Takeshita, taking on Angelico. Not a bad match. Takeshita hits the Blue Thunder Bomb into Raging Fire! 1, 2, 3, Takeshita gets the win. Maybe a showdown with Okada coming up. We'll see. Speaking of Okada, he will be defending the IHOP Denny's Continental Breakfast Championship tonight against the Spanish God, Sammy Guevara. So we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. Alright, now my notes went by. Whoa! I wish I can go to live TV when I can't do that. Actually, I did. I can go to live TV. I'm back on live TV. Good. Alright, Jamie Hayter put Saraya through a table. I think my satellite's going like wacky. Just the wind. The signal's just not at all good. Might have to reset the actual box, but at least I'm watching something. But we are on live. I'm on the live TV. I'm on like. Listen. Ow! Damn! Jamie sent Saraya head first into a chair that was just like standing in the corner. Becky Lynch kicking Saraya's ass. Ladies and gentlemen, by God Almighty. And looks like we got a tombstone attempt by Becky. Kind of looked like a shoulder breaker almost. But, I mean, like an inverted tombstone. Not an inverted, but... So, I don't know. Alright, in any case, we move on. Alright, can I get to finish my notes now? There we go. I went too far. That's what happens when sometimes my notes get a little bit ahead of myself. I think it was an extra segment before that. Jamie Hayter just won, by the way, with that tombstone. She was like, I got nothing to do! And then she pins her. Okay. Why didn't you just pin her before? Alright, so Jamie Hayter wins the Saraya Rules match. Obviously. See what happens with her. I think her and maybe Anna Jay are going to become champions pretty soon. I think Jamie Hayter might go after the AEW, might go after Mercedes Moné next for the TBS title. Or goes after, either she goes after her, Mercedes, or she goes after, Mariah May. But, we'll see. And then she just wipes her feet right on Saraya's, prone body. We get that. Alright, so after the Takeshita match, we gotta look back at Bryan Danielson beating Nigel on Dynamite, and then attacking Moxley later in the night. So we get that. Alright, so you missed it on Dynamite, you get to see it on Rampage. Let me move on. Alright, match number 4 on the show, which usually is a 4-match card, but last night was 5. Match number 4, which should have been an email, we have the Acclaimed, Max Caster and Anthony Bowens, along with Daddy Ass, Billy Gunn, and just remember, ladies, scissor me, mommy ass. Forget that. Max does his rap about I wasn't even listening. Yo! 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 Listen. Anyway, so they beat Fancy Clancy, that's his name, Fancy Clancy and TJ Crawford. I know you. From another indie show. Anyway, the Acclaim get the win after the mic drop. And then an assisted flipping slam on Fancy Clancy in 2 minutes. Waste of time. I gave the match 2.25 out of 5 stars. That was it. And then after the match, Max raps again. Well, like kind of freestyles without the music. He says the Acclaimed is crashing MXM's, maximum male, well, not maximum male, MXM's party on Collision on Saturday night, which is going to happen tonight. We got MXM, Mason, and Mansoor. Book. So they're going to introduce Max Caster's new jacket in a fashion show. Boring! I like how Orange Cassidy is like when he greets the fans, he doesn't like high five them or slap their hands. He goes a little like a little bait. It's weird. All right, so we got the conglomeration in the ring with so it's Orange Cassidy, Kyle O'Reilly, Ono Parts, and the Funky Chicken himself, Mark Briscoe, the Ring of Honor World Champion. And they're going to be taking on, I think, the Learning Tree in a Tornado Trios match. So, it's going to be crazy as Mark's brother, Jay Briscoe, reach for the sky, boy, he would say. Alright, so Jericho, Big Cass is coming out, along with Brian Keith, the Bad Apple. Alright, here's Jericho. 55-year-old Jericho. Yeah, he's 55. I thought he was younger. But he's like 54, 55 now. Crazy that it is. And he can still go. Anyway. Hi, guys! Hi, guys! Hi, guys! Bye, guys! Anyway. So we got that. See what happens with that. Alright, so the Acclaim said they're coming to MXM's party on Collision to crash it. And then Mason and Mansoor pop up on the screen, start talking in really sexual innuendos. Basically say, you're not invited to our fashion show. You're not invited to the party. You're not on the list. You just made the list. And that's that. So we'll see what happens tonight. Well, later on tonight. Oh, hi guys! Hi guys! I like when Jericho does that. You can hate him all you want, but he's one hell of a wrestler. He's one hell of a musician, too. Fozzie's coming in New York City at, what are they playing? Did they play in the Gramercy? I forgot where they're playing. I think it's the Gramercy or the PlayStation Theater. Not the PlayStation Theater anymore, the Palladium. It used to be called the PlayStation Theater in Times Square. Sometime in October, I think a couple weeks away. So, am I going? No. I've seen Fozzy so many times, I can't even count. But, I'm saving I already say, I would go, but I got other things to do. Like save my money for Creed. And yes, I already have the tickets to Creed, and I'm not showing you it. So, fuck you! Actually, I have to print them out. It's on my email. But I'm not showing you my email, so I'm going to print them out, like, right before Thanksgiving. Because the show is Black Friday at the Garden. Crazy. Crazy. not the first time I went to a show after Thanksgiving. I saw it In This Moment and New Year's Day during the Sisters of Metal tour with Lizzie Hale, and that's where I met Ash Costello for the first time, my sweetheart. And yes, Ash Costello, we still make a great couple. Oh, it's true. It's true. You can ask her herself. I have the picture to prove it, too. And then I met her the year after that, during the pandemic. I think it was right before... No, was it? I think it was around the pandemic time. I think it was before the pandemic actually started. Like, when everything got shut down. I met her a second time at a little acoustic show. And, I bought, the other New Year's Day shirt I have with her face on it. Her gorgeous, sexy face. And I brought up, I was like, I saw you guys back in November. And I said, I met Ash. Ash, I know you! Hi! You know? And then she'll frequently hit me up on, Instagram. From time to time. Not all the time, but because she's busy. She has a life. She's on tour now. She just did Louder Than Life, actually, yesterday. Along with In This Moment. But it is what it is. Speaking of In This Moment, got a little bit of not so great news. Maria is dealing with some back issues. Because she was at a show in Indiana, and they only did 4 songs. Gone. I don't know what happened. I'm thinking it's her back. Or maybe somebody was sick. I don't know if it was her, or any member of the band, or the Blood Girls. Something happened. They did 4 songs and left. I think it was wasn't at a festival. I think it was on actual one of their tour spots. So it happens, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if they got refunds for the fans that went to that show. It was in I think it was in Evansville, Indiana, where Raw's gonna be. No, it's Raw or SmackDown's. No, it's Raw's gonna be there on Monday night. So if you went to that show and you're watching my video, hit me up on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram. Let me know what exactly happened. But I'm thinking, from what I've read in This Moment forums, that Maria's been having back issues. That's why she's kind of behind the door that she's been playing. They have with the stage show now. It's kind of further back, and barely anybody can see her half the time because of the fucking smoke, the fog, the smoke, whatever. They still kick ass, but a lot of people have been telling me, I went to the show and I can barely see Maria. She's always behind the door. She'll rarely come out from there and sit down, not get in front of the stage, except for when the guys are doing the solos and everything. Introducing the guys and guys in the band, and then she goes to the back, does whatever she has to do in the tent, change, drink some water, do some yoga, who knows. But yeah, I hope Maria gets better. I really do, but because she can finish the tour. I think they're playing with Evanescence tonight. I forgot where, but that'd be an excellent concert to go to if you guys are going to that. Evanescence coming out with a new record probably soon. So that's kind of cool. And In This Moment, best of both worlds. Amy Lee and Maria need to do a collab. I would love to see that. Hear and see it too. Not that I've ever seen Evanescence yet, but that's the one band I really want to see, Evanescence. Because I never had a chance to see them, even when they went on festivals. They never came around New Jersey, Jersey basically. Because I usually, if I go to Jersey, it's usually at the PNC. We all know that, and the Starland Ballroom, which I go to every chance I can. I haven't been there in a very long time. At least, I think the last time I went was on the Black Widow tour when they were playing at Starland. it was 2015, 14, 15, somewhere around in that area. And they were headlining with 36 Crazy Fist, a crappy band, by the way. And then two other bands. The two opening bands kicked ass. I love them, and I met one of the band members after the show. A band called The Defiled. I don't even think they're around anymore. But I met the I didn't meet the lead singer. I met the keyboard player. Pretty cool guy. He signed my thing. Signed my thing. I don't think we took a picture. I think we just signed. I bought the CD, $10, big whoop. Signed the CD. Then I had to go. I was like, I can't take the picture. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get on the train. Because you know how those trains are in Jersey. If you've been there, so I had to come out of South Amboy. Oy. And if I don't hit that train by midnight, we're fucked. Well, pretty much the show ended at 11. I had to wait for the cab to go to I had to get a cab to go to the train station, which was like 30, I'd say about 25, 30 minutes away. But got a little bit dicey because the freaking cab didn't come. So I was thinking about, talking to a fan. It's like, you guys are going to the train station? Can we come with you? And somehow we worked something out with the cab driver. Then we both all go. We split the fare and everything. But thankfully the cab came like 10 minutes after I left. So then, drives us to the freaking train station. Waited for the train. Train came like a little bit after midnight. And then by the time I got home to Casa del Joseph, it was like 2:30 in the morning. Because, with the New York City subways, horrible. Fucking horrible. Traffic would have been bad too, because coming from Sayreville, because you have to go on the Garden State Parkway, and it's a bitch. Because you have to find the park, get on the parkway, and you get off the exit where you have to get on into Staten Island basically. And, the exit's kind of like wacky, and the GPS tells you to go this way, you go that way, oops, you're wrong. But, I did that once. It was not, well, we got lost once, when me and my parents would go down to the Garden State Parkway, down south, like, not near Philly, per se, but, down near Atlantic City. But coming back from there, we got lost. We took the exit, and we took the wrong way, and we were in no man's land. And we had the GPS, so the GPS fucked us up. Fucked up everything. My dad's like, fuck! But eventually we got home. But when but yeah, when you get off that exit going back to New York City, or Staten Island at least, pain in the butt. Because it's like, you go this way, then you have to go this way. Not fun, ladies and gentlemen, not fun. But Sayreville is a great place to go. Stone Bone is always a great place to go. That's where the Taco Tuesday crew formed. My good friends there. Still talk to them from time to time. But just remember, ladies and gentlemen, Taco Cat, spelled backwards, is still Taco Cat. And not Otaku. I said taco. I don't eat tacos. I could go for one, but I don't eat tacos. But I think they're nasty. I'll just have one with beef and nothing on it. Nice little crunchy shell with the beef. So what's for dinner? Beef! Beefy! We'll get that. Alright, let's not talk about tacos right now. Damn, Mark just kicked Jericho's head in with a chair. And this is a trios match, mind you. And Aubrey's just standing there like, Aah! It's a tornado match. I think it's anything goes, so he could do that. Flippy dippity doo by the funky chicken. Buck wild on that bitch! What's that? Buck wild! Look at that. Now what's Mark gonna get? Another table? Why not? Okay. Alright, so the Acclaimed are gonna try to crash the party of MXM tonight on Collision. We got that. Alright, then to end Rampage, we got the Resident Fun Girl, Willow Nightingale, taking on the Wera Loca Taya Valkyrie. This was a pretty decent match. Also with Taya knocking Willow down the corner, so stomping a mud hole in her ace. They get back up, Willow cartwheels away, and kicks Taya in the head before hitting a cross body for a near fall. Then she hits a middle rope drop kick, sending Taya to the outside. And then she hits a cannonball off the apron as we go to break. As Willow is in control. Come back, Willow's still in control. Hits a big time clothesline for a double down. Willow then kicks Taya in the face, hits a spine buster for another near fall. Then another missile drop kick, and Taya's not even having any offense right now. But after the Willow missed a missile drop kick. Taya plants her down for a near fall. Then she has to slip out of a powerbomb attempt. I think it was the Babe with a powerbomb attempt. Hits a super kick to Willow, but Willow comes right back with a superplex for a double down. To get back up, Willow hits the pounce! Period. Sending Taya almost out of the ring. And then she picks up Taya, hits the Babe with the powerbomb. 1, 2, 3 in under 11 minutes. Willow Nightingale gets the win. Match was okay, 3 out of 5 stars. Damn. I think they just hit the doomsday device. Jericho and Big Cass put Mark through that table that he set up in the ring. And let's see. Jericho goes for the cover. 1, 2, and he got him. Alright, Jericho beat the Ring of Honor champion, and Jericho was a former Ring of Honor champion. Sad to say that, but he was. So we get all that. So the Learning Tree gets the win. Over the conglomeration. And Jericho gets a little bit of revenge from, I think, about a week or so ago from Orange Cassidy, after Orange Cassidy beat him. And they put the Ring of Honor World Champion through a table. So now, technically, Jericho can go after Mark Briscoe for the Ring of Honor title. And then Rocky Romero comes in with a monkey wrench. As, he just had it. Why didn't he just slam somebody with it? And then, and that's pretty much it. Now Jericho's like, I want the title. So, hey, we got maybe get a Ring of Honor title match coming up between Jericho and Mark Briscoe. We'll see what happens with that. So that's that. Alright, guys, I am out of here. I'm going to go watch the rest of Collision. I will do the review tomorrow because I got to get TNA and Ring of Honor done. I got to get SmackDown done. So I'm going to try to get those up tonight if I can. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. If I can. Probably not going to be able to, but I don't have my other phone here. I wanted to try to get the Mets score, but they're not on TV. So we'll see what happens with all that. Alright, so hopefully the Mets are winning tonight. If they're not, I'll tell you right now, might be a best of 3. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Well, hopefully I can get that up. Oh yeah, tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, if you're a Walking Dead fan, Season 2 of Daryl Dixon debuts, the Book of Carol. So Daryl and Carol, they come back. Carol, I think at the end of last season we saw Carol, but now this season is basically Daryl and Carol kicking ass. So yeah, season 2 of Daryl Dixon. Now it's called The Book of Carol. should be some good shit tomorrow night on AMC. So if you're a big Walking Dead fan, go watch it. I have to watch the last episode of season 1 to kind of catch up, because I kind of forgot watching it. But it's back, and then the after show is at I think 10 or 10:30. But we got that. All right, let's since I got it up, thankfully, let's see what the Mets are doing. Probably losing to the Brew Crew. Yep, 2-0 Brew Crew. Top of the 5th inning. Mets are going to get swept. They are going to get swept, and they are at a bad time. Bad time right now. Yeah, not looking good for the Mets right now. If Atlanta wins, they will be 1 game up with 3 to play. So, if Atlanta wins tomorrow, the Mets lose tomorrow, Atlanta gets in because it doesn't really, well, if they're up by 2 and the Mets sweep that doubleheader, Mets are in, no matter what Arizona does. They win tonight and tomorrow. But hopefully, we don't get that. Actually, I don't even... Who's pitching? Oh, Quintana pitched today. So I guess they're taking Peterson maybe tomorrow. Or Sevy might pitch tomorrow. But Quintana, with his Jekyll and Hyde ass all the time. Fucking 2-run... Yeah, it looked like a 2-run single by Ortiz in the bottom of the 4th. Makes it 2-0 Brew Crew. So, Mets bats better wake the fuck up. And they don't have Alvarez because he got hurt. Ugh. It feels like 2022 all over again. When the Mets had pretty much their top pitchers, Scherzer, DeGrom, and Bassett, all of them choked, and Atlanta swept them in Atlanta, which basically knocked the Mets out of the NL East title. They had it right there. They could have won at least 1 or 2 games, but knocked the Braves out. And what happens? They choke. The Braves come back all the way back, win the division. Mets get the first wild card. So they had a big lead anyway. And that's it. Now the Mets probably have to pray to the Lord, the San Diego Padres. They have to pray to them. They have to pray that Atlanta loses tonight, which you know it's not gonna happen. See what the Braves are doing. They're facing Lugo tonight. Let's see. Well, there is some good news, Met fans. KC is up 1-0, top of the 4th inning. Take that back. Braves tied it up in the 4th, so it's 1-1. Damn it, Lugo, you couldn't do one good fucking thing for us. Anyway, alright, so it's 1-1 in the Braves game, so hopefully KC can come back and win that game. Oh, he had the ball, and he hit off the top of the fence. So, yeah. So we got that. That's not Acuna. Oh, pitcher threw it away. I think Lugo threw it away. I think it was Lugo. But damn, Layla Gray. Hello, nurse. Yeah, pitcher threw it away. Goes into the dugout. So guy comes all the way around from second. That sucks. That really sucks. So the Mets, you better wake the fuck up now. Because the Braves are winning. I think the Padres game is tonight. Or later tonight. Okay, let's see. Alright, Padres and Diamondbacks have started. They're in the top of the 3rd inning, no score. So let's go San Diego. Because right now the Mets are technically in. Technically. But they have to win. They have to somehow come back and win this game. I don't know what would happen if they lose tonight. They're out. Even with three to play. But I don't see a prayer for the Mets right now. It's 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning, so they got screwed last night by that fucking umpire. And basically the bats didn't show up all night. I mean, yeah, Mark Vientos hit a bomb. He cared. Tyrone Taylor with a good play. And then they got 2 runs near the end, which really didn't matter because it was 8-2. And then they lost 8-4. So, that's it. So, we'll see what happens. Buckle up, Met fans, right now. Uncle Stevie's telling Met fans to buckle up. The Mets have been resilient all year. We can do this. Right now, they're losing 2-0 going into the bottom of the 5th inning. Not looking good, Met fans. It's not looking good. I thought I just saw something that the Mets with the... Oh, I thought I saw that. Yeah, so we'll see what happens by the end of the night. The Mets come back and win this game, be great. But the way they're hitting right now, I think they're going back to the same old Mets where they just run out of gas at the end of the year. They're just running out of gas when they really need like Grimace. They need the Hawk Tua girl. They need somebody to wake this team up. Because right now they got 3 games left. If they're going to need somebody like Arizona to lose the next 2 games, basically, the Mets have to win. If they don't win tonight, they have to win at least. They have to win tomorrow. That's a definite win tomorrow. Then they have to win at least one of those games in Atlanta to sneak in. To sneak in because they own the tiebreaker with the Diamondbacks. They don't own the tiebreaker with the Braves. I don't think yet. No, I think it's tied between the Braves and the Mets for the season series, but it might come down to Monday afternoon, guys. If the Mets get in, or they'll be knocked the fuck out, and that's that. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. I'll be back in probably a little bit for your TNA and Ring of Honor review. And then I'm gonna have my sensible dinner, and then do that review. Maybe watch a movie later after that, and then before I hit the bed, I'll try to get SmackDown right after that. Alright, so Brody King just murdered Action Andretti. So, see what happens with that. And now the Righteous come out and beat up Top Flight and Leo Rush. And Later Great had a skedaddle. Hey, you can come over here for safety. And now, Vincent, Dutch, and Lance Archer beating the living crap out of them. Alright, so we got that. And here comes Dante Martin, Action Andretti almost completely missed Vincent. And then, alright, so Action Andretti, so Top Flight Andretti Rush, all in the ring, looking like they want to fight, the Righteous and Lance Archer. So, see what happens with that. Now we got a video of, Jack Perry's car going through Times Square on his way to, Arthur Ashe Hall Stadium. See, he's got an open challenge tonight for the TNT title, and it gets, spoiler alert, it gets, answered by the King of Japan himself, Kazadinari! Mr. Manuto Suzuki. That's gonna be freaking insane. But I think Jack's gonna win. Jack Perry's gonna win that match. Because, you really think that Minoru Suzuki's gonna win the TNT title? I mean, he could, but I just don't think he will. Alright, so he's driving through, drove through, Times Square, goes to the Williamsburg Bridge, now he's driving through Queens. You see Citi Field in the background. There you go. Even though I'm at stake right now. Alright, so he's just about to go into the parking lot. We don't see it. Now we go to not live, but it's taped, of course. We see him entering the parking lot area of Arthur Ashe Hall Stadium, and of course he's gonna leave the car running. Oh no, he closed the door actually. Last time he didn't close the door. Somebody could just go and steal that. He should freaking take the key out of the ignition so nobody steals his car. Like Darby might do that. But we move on. Alright, one last check on the Mets. Probably losing. I know they're losing 2-0. Alright, so it's bottom of the 5th. Quintana not doing so good, Al. So, yeah, Mets are doing Mets things. Mets had a man in scoring position, and what did they do? Nothing. Run on second, nobody out, and they couldn't even get him in. That's sad. They are just an abysmal joke. Marte gets a double, and they still can't get anybody in. This team is done. It's done. Doesn't matter what happens tomorrow. So we have that. Alright, let me see what the Padres are doing. The Padres clinched home field. Oh, they clinched it last night with the win. So the number 4 seed is the Padres. Number 5 and 6 will be determined between the Mets, Diamondbacks, and the Braves. So the Mets will be, if the Mets get in as a number 5 or 6 seed, they'll be on the road. They get the number 5 seed. They face I think they face the Phillies. Oh, that will not be good. And then if they get the 6th seed, they face the Brew Crew, who will probably just annihilate them in 2 games. This is a 3-game series, so. And it begins on Tuesday. So, the Mets do get in. They're playing tonight, tomorrow, 2 games on Monday, and then 3 games Tuesday, Wednesday, and possibly Thursday. And then the ALDS, I think, begins on next Saturday. The division series, I should say. So we got that. Even though the Arizona has 1 extra win than the Mets, but Mets have a game in hand. So I don't even know what the score is. It was no score, but let's see here. Well, we got to root for the Padres, ladies and gentlemen, if you're a Met fan. Trying to look on Twitter for the score, and I can't find it, of course. What are you gonna do? And the Braves were tied up. So, all right, I am gonna go. So, let's see. What's happened with that? Yeah, it's just a tie game. Still. Let's see the latest if there's any score. Yeah, still 1-1 right now. So hopefully Kansas City can do the Mets a solid tonight. And as far as the Mets go, got 4 innings to score at least 3 runs to hopefully try to come back and win this game. But the team has come back from worse, but they need the bats to wake up. They need to score when they got runners on second base with nobody out. Well, it looks like they're going to the top of the 6th inning, 2-0 Brew Crew. Met fans, squeaky bum time. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, I'm out of here. I'm for real now. I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. And until next time, peace.